Hi, I'm Victoria Szabo. I'm a professor of visual and media studies at Duke University, and I've been coming to SIGGRAPH for 10 years, since 2005. My career has been really interesting. I started out in graduate school in Victorian literature, so actually I have a PhD in Victorian literature, but I was always interested in computation. And a few years after I finished school, I had my first opportunity to come to SIGGRAPH with some friends from Stanford where I was working. And I really began at that point to understand how visual media and interaction were transforming the ways that we teach, that we do research, that we communicate. I started to think about how I could bring together my historical training with an understanding of the new media environments that we were operating in. So for me, thinking about things like the Information Aesthetics Showcase that I was involved in 2009 has been a chance to think about how the history of how we think about data and imaging and information can intersect with the art world to create really new ways of communicating. And what's fun about that is that I discovered a lot of that at SIGGRAPH before it was cool. So before everybody was doing infographics or thinking about digital mapping, that we were doing it at SIGGRAPH. And that really helped me then to think in turn about how I was going to teach and do research. I'm the director of a program called Information Science and Information Studies at Duke, and I've been doing digital mapping projects and data projects with my students for years, partially inspired by my experiences at SIGGRAPH.
Hi, my name's Roy C. Anthony. I work with Christy in our Research and Innovation department. I'm a SIGGRAPH addict. My first SIGGRAPH was a couple decades ago, and I've been over a dozen times. Nearly not enough. I'd like to share a memory of mine with you from SIGGRAPH 2012. I'd put together a production session on high frame rate cinema, and I had film legends up on stage with me. It was amazing. I had Dr. Lincoln Wallen, Dennis Murin, Douglas Trumbull, John Landau. It was fantastic. So here I am up there introducing these people. I've got a packed room. Like the energy in the room was palpable. We had this amazing discussion. We showed people never before seen content. The reaction that we got from the audience was incredible. We couldn't clear the room at the end of the session. We had so many people hanging on at the front of the room asking more and more questions, wanting to know how the technology worked or how they could participate. It was extremely excellent. And SIGGRAPH is really the only place that we could have shown that kind of daring fusion between content and technology. I keep coming back to SIGGRAPH over and over again because I'm always excited to see what people are doing with the research that I see in the academic program. To be able to see what the practitioners are doing in the Computer Animation Festival side with the technology of yesterday is absolutely fantastic. You see that realized almost immediately. And then in an academic conference, to be able to see the technology of the future only serves to inspire and create ideas for new products or solutions I could be generating as part of my professional life.
Hi, I'm Mickey Rose. I'm a Fur TD at Blue Sky Studios, which really means I'm a 3D hairstylist. I started going to SIGGRAPH in 2002, which means this is going to be my 14th SIGGRAPH at 2015. Well, my first SIGGRAPH was in 2002, and I went as a student volunteer. And I remember walking into that room the first day and just being overwhelmed by the number of really interesting students that were there. Immediately finding people that I identify with and got along with, and within like half an hour I had friends and we were going out to dinner after the orientation meeting. It was just a really interesting sense of community, almost a family, like right from the first day. It was a really great experience, and it made me feel welcome at the conference and know that I was going to learn a lot and really enjoy my time there. So at one point in my recent career history, I was about to be out of a job when I went to a SIGGRAPH conference, and I was looking for work and networking and meeting new people and looking for new opportunities. Within about a month after the conference, I got a phone call from Blue Sky Studios, and it turned out that I had met several people from there, and they were actually questioned about me in the process of my interviewing. So I think that really helped, and I've been there for over a year now, and I'm pretty happy with the company.